D-Pal, dope D-Pal, professional intro. Alright, ladies and gentlemen, here's the deal. My name is ThaDirtyG, and we are starting a brand new playthrough of Kingdom Come Deliverance on hardcore mode. Now, this is something that I've been so excited to do all week. I haven't played the game all week, except for a little bit of dabbling at the beginning of hardcore mode just to see kind of how it played and how it felt. I want to make sure that I wasn't jumping in too cold and giving you guys a terrible, terrible experience. And then I wake up. Well, I guess I shouldn't start it by saying I wake up, because really I'm using my computer yesterday and finding I'm experiencing some weird issues, some bad like stream qualities, lots more buffering than I'm used to, things like that. But I decided to ignore it and wake up this morning to find out that my internet is barely even usable. So thank you, internet provider. So this is it. Welcome to the Dirty Kingdom Hardstyle. Something I'm hoping to stick with for a long time. Just make sure we pick it up every weekend and play through and maybe even beat the game. The first thing is, as part of the hardcore playthrough, the game forces you to select a minimum of 2 negative traits. These are meant to reflect the fact that there's all kinds of challenging aspects of the world, especially in medieval Europe, that you might need to face, and you can develop all kinds of issues that make it harder and harder to survive. Ultimately, it's just debuffs that make the game harder. Now, there's 9 to choose from. You can choose all 9 if you like, but the game only forces you to make a minimum selection of 2. I, of course, just couldn't make the choices on my own. It's too hard to pick like negative traits like this that I have to be forced to deal with. So I opened it up to the community. You guys voted. And what I promised you was that for every 5 votes after the first 5, so at 10 votes or 15 or 20, I would pick up an extra debuff based off of the top voted debuffs. So if we got, I guess, 9 votes or less, I would take the top 2 debuffs. If we get 10 or 10 to 14, I'll take 3. If we get 15 to 19, I'll take 4. If we get 20 plus, I'll take 5, etc. Up to a maximum of all 9, obviously. I've not looked at the results of this poll since I posted it in the Dangerous to Play Alone Discord earlier this week. So I have no idea what you guys have picked or how many votes we've received. So I don't know what I'm getting into. So let's take a quick look over here at the survey. What negative traits must the Dirty G play with? So the options are nightmares. Every time you wake up, you're shaken from a nightmare and suffer a short-term debuff. Sleeping becomes more of a tactical choice. Claustrophobic. When you close your helmet visor, your attack lowers. You have to choose between better protection or higher attack. Hemophilia. You bleed more, which makes taking hits in combat riskier. Numbskull lowers your XP gain, a perfect perk for players who thought the vanilla skill progression was too fast and felt overpowered in the late game. Shakes makes aiming a bow and picking pockets and locks harder. Consumption. Your stamina regenerates slower. Combat is more challenging and requires thinking ahead of each strike. Tapeworm. You get hungry faster, and since eating from pots around the world is no longer a survival option, this makes survival element even more prominent. And this one's actually kind of significant. If you've seen me play the base game, there's all these kind of pots of food in the world that you're welcome to like eat from at any time, and they would recover, I think, 25 or 30 of your your hunger score. But in hardcore, they only recover 5. So it's a significant nerf. And what that means is you can't just wander up to a couple of these whenever you're hungry and eat it. It means you do have to source food from other places as you play through the game. So getting hungrier faster is definitely an impact on the game. It just means you need to make sure to carry more food with you. I guess the trade-off of that is that beyond the very, very early game, getting access to food is not necessarily the hardest, so maybe it's not that big of a deal. Then there's somnambulant. There is a slight chance you will wake up somewhere else than where you fell asleep. Provides quite a challenge when you wake up in an unknown place and can't see your position on the map, which you can't do in hardcore mode at all. Very rarely you also sleepwalk your place to some secret areas, which sounds very cool. And brittle bones. You must be careful while running down cliffs and riding a horse. Falls are now more dangerous. So those are the 9 possible negative traits that we have to pick from. You guys have voted through this form for which debuffs I have to take through this playthrough. Let's see what the results are. Again, guys, I've not seen these results at all just yet. I haven't looked at this form since I posted it. I've heard some rumors that we got a decent number of votes here, and I'm probably taking more than 2, but I have no idea how many, and I have no idea what you guys have voted for. So I'm going to close my eyes, I'm going to click, and we're going to see what we got. Oh, man. Okay. So, we have a nice distribution here. We have 12 votes, which means I got to take 3, guys. Great job getting it above the 10 votes. The number one choice by far was Somnambulance, which is the waking up in a different place from time to time when you go to sleep. This is a really interesting debuff because in hardcore mode you can only save by sleeping or drinking a save potion. Which means that a lot of your saves are going to be based on sleeping, which means that something that's really important that you have to do might send you into a random place. I'm actually really excited about this one. I think it's going to be absolutely hilarious. The second one, without a doubt, is Numbskull. Lowers your XP gain. So this is going to actually slow me down quite a bit. It's going to cause a lot more grinding. But I'm totally down for this one. I think it's going to be a lot of fun. It just means I got to work harder to get to the same place. Not a problem. The next 2 are a bit of a toss-up. We have Hemophilia, which I'll bleed more in combat, and Brittle Bones. I need to be careful, like running and riding down cliffs and falling from high places and stuff like that. Honestly, both of these are kind of a big deal, I think. So I have to take a 3rd debuff, and both these have even votes. So I think what I'm going to do is flip a coin in order to decide how this works. There's got to be like a coin flip generator online. So let's go find this. So for Hemophilia or Brittle Bones, I'm going to flip a coin. We'll assign, say, heads is Hemophilia, Brittle Bones is tails. So let's try this. God, my internet is so fucking slow right now. Flip 1 virtual coin. Oh, a Canadian 1-cent penny. That's interesting. Let's do that. All right, so guys, we're going to flip 1 Canadian 1-cent penny to determine this. Heads, we're going to pick Hemophilia. Tails, we're going to pick Brittle Bones. Let's see how it goes. Boom. That's tails. I'm pretty sure because heads has the queen's head on it on the Canadian penny. So we're going tails, which means we're fucking taking Brittle Bones, which is actually the one that I didn't want because this is going to be a total pain in the ass because sometimes you just slip and fall. So that's what we're going with though, guys. These were voted by you. Somnambulant, Numbskull, Brittle Bones. All right? Fuck me, I guess. This is it. And we're just going to create this new game over my sort of practice playline that I started. So we're going to overwrite it. Hardcore mode, more realistic, recommended for players who are familiar with the essentials of combat and survival in the world of Kingdom Come Deliverance. Guys, that's us. And that's it, ladies and gentlemen. We tried our hardcore game mode, and we died immediately. Mama told me it was just a splinter, and to stop making such a fuss. Only your foot hurt more and more, and then you got cramps. After weeks of pains, the quack came and tried to let the bad blood out of your veins, but to no avail. Soon after, the Grim Reaper came to take you away. You have died. Let's begin a new life. We've died. The young miller's daughter liked to take a shortcut in winter across the frozen fish pond, but once the ice wasn't thick enough to bear her weight, and you instinctively jumped in after her. You found her hand in the dark depths, but not the way back out. Only a hole in the ice marked your last step. Hey, we finally survived, everybody. I actually think that's really cool. It's like a little thing they put at the beginning of the hardcore mode to try and highlight how difficult life was in this era. Say, you survived. Medieval life is full of uncertainty and woes. Spring gives way to winter, and the years have borne away your carefree youth. Neither of you escaped the blows of fate. Like every man judged by God, you too have your cross to bear. Select at least 2 negative perks that will stay with you for the whole game. And as you know, friends, we have to take 3. Now, what do we get? Numbskull we have to take. Somnambulant we have to take. And Brittle Bones we have to take. Fuck you guys. These are all horrible. All right, let's continue. Welcome to Kingdom Come Deliverance Hardcore Mode, also known as the Dirty Kingdom Hardstyle. The early 15th century was a time of turmoil in the Holy Roman Empire, which had flourished under the Emperor Charles IV. But now, with his son Wenceslas the Idle, he's shitty. and the king's inactivity angered many of the nobility, as well as his half-brother, King Sigismund of Hungary, who decided to take drastic steps. Welcome to the world of 1403 Bohemia. Wow. So we start in the town of Skalitz, and Skalitz is up in the north, and it's actually kind of a city driven by these mines. That's sort of the major industry in the area. Knights are pretty cool looking.
God bless. Same to you. Today's a Scotch.
Everyone's super religious too, because you know it's 1403 Bohemia. As a non-religious person, it's very weird, but I also think it's hilarious.
Well, husband, how goes it?
Good. I should get it finished today. Where on earth is Henry? I need him to run some errands.
He was still sleeping when I went out.
At this hour? Blue-blooded idler.
Well, it looks like he was out all evening, drinking like a lord.
Go and get the lazy bones up then. Quick clout round the ear should do it.
What does that even mean, a quick clout around the ear? For those of you who've not seen the game before, we play as Henry. And there's no character customization, there's no options here, which I actually really like. They've given you the character, and that's who you are.
There's work to be done.
And I think it's really well done. The voice actor who plays Henry does a really good job, who hilariously looks exactly like the in-game model.
Hear that?
Which is great.
You'd better not
It just
vex
feels
him.
very... It just becomes
Now
very
get up
believable.
quick. Your breakfast is on the table. Wait, what's this? Have you been... Oh, Henry. How many times have I told you about fighting?
Oh, it's nothing. It's just a scratch.
You've been at that sword play again, haven't you? You better pray your father doesn't get to hear of it. You know how he feels about it.
Oh, don't worry, it wasn't that. I just scratched myself is all.
Well, just don't come crying to me if you really do get hurt. Now get up, you rogue. A fine state you're in this morning. What on earth did you get up to last night?
Nothing much. Me and the lads were just having a chat in the tavern. Some wayfarer stopped by. He was telling us what's going on in the world, and well, I lost track of time.
Well, I hope he didn't fill your head with nonsense. Well,
So
I got the
these
feeling there's something
these
wrong
answers at the very
with
start of
me.
the game help give you some like early levels and
That's
skills. So
correct.
I'm going for speech
And that's
right off
especially
the
for
bat because I think that's a more
characters
useful
turned up in town recently.
skill than like strength, agility, vitality. You'll get all those from like fighting and completing the game, which is great, and I could probably benefit from them, especially now that you guys forced me on this fucking numbskull. perk, but I'm still going to stick with the speech. So I'll get a couple bonus levels in speech, which I'll be able to use to negotiate a little better, get a little better prices on stuff in the early game. And we'll grind up the strength and agility and vitality just through combat and practice and training and stuff anyways. So we'll leave that. Alright, so I asked about my friends.
No, I haven't seen them this morning. They shouldn't be hard to find. They'll be hanging around a tavern somewhere as usual.
That's unfair.
Really? So where were you until the small hours?
We already talked about this, Mom. Come on.
With Bianca, of course.
You mean at Bianca's tavern? And who was there with you? No, don't tell me. Let me guess. Matthew and Fritz. Well, at least you were with Bianca. You should hold on to that one, Hal. She's a clever girl. And invite her for supper sometime. Your father's very fond of her.
Of course he is. He thinks he'll be able to wheedle the secret of beer brewing out of her.
You're right there. You'd think he was planning to become a brewer in his dotage. Still, that's your father for you. At least he's interested in something, unlike you lot.
Oh,
You're
jeez.
too
Come
busy
on.
listening to
Come on,
me
Mom.
to do an honest day's work. If
Psh.
Fritz and Matthew carry on this way, they'll wind up swinging one day. You mark my words.
I'm hungry,
Something to eat.
I left
bitch.
some breakfast on the table.
Thanks.
Is Father angry with me for sleeping late?
He's not happy. Yesterday you promised him you'd help finish that sword for Sir Radzig. He's not as young as he was. And you know how his joints pain him. He's too proud to complain, but he needs your help, Henry.
I know. Don't worry, Ma. Of course I'll help him.
Good. He always says his knees ache when there's a storm coming. I hope they're wrong this time. It's looking like such a nice day.
Alright, so welcome to hard mode. So first off, nourishment is at 40. We are hungered, so we're going to go around here. I did not mean to sit, but that's fine. Oh, make me sit over here. I just want to grab all this stuff. I'm just going to go. Oh, I see. Can't grab stuff while sitting. Let's go grab all these things. We're going to need all this food. Nom nom nom. Nom nom nom. Grab that apple. We got some cheese over here. Nice, nice, nice. Anything here we can pick up? So here's our like fun pots that we can eat from in the world. And again, if we look at ourselves, we've got 40 nourishment. In the past, these would do 25 each. Now, if I do it, I'm pretty sure it's just 5. Let's see. Yeah, it takes us up to 45. So it's still helpful, but it's not like the be-all, end-all solution to your nourishment here. Let's head out into Bohemia. Hardcore mode. Let's go. Okay, so here's the summary of hardcore mode. 1. Saving. There is no autosave in hardcore mode. You can only save the game by drinking savior schnapps, sleeping in your own bed, or getting full service in a bathhouse, or on exit from the game. And when you exit the game, they save, but as soon as you rejoin the game, they immediately delete the save. So it's only like temporary so that you can leave at any point and still come back to the part that you left off. 2. Map and navigation. Henry's position is not shown on the map, and there are no points on the compass. You'll notice at the top of my screen here, well, top of the screen there, it's just a bunch of lines. There's no north, south, west indicators, nothing. So, yeah, waypoints are not shown on the compass, or they are shown, but only when you get close, and fast travel is not possible at all. Combat. Duels are more realistic, attacks have greater impact, and engaging without quality armor with an experienced foe is always very risky. Fighting more than one foe at a time is also more dangerous because they will take greater advantage of their numbers. The cursor has no direction points or block indicator in combat. You can only time blocks and dodges by carefully watching your opponent's moves. So no HUD for combat, which is really interesting. Survival. Your current health and stamina are indicated only by the in-game effects you see. Sleep is the best cure. You can also make use of health potions and food, but they take longer to take effect in hardcore mode. You can't fill yourself by eating from one of the pots dotted around the world, so you really have to get your own food. Lastly, money and equipment. Traders pay less when buying items, and monetary rewards in general are lower, while on the contrary, expensive repairs are more costly, and the drawbacks of using damaged equipment are more serious, so it really makes sense to keep your equipment well maintained. That's hardcore mode for you. So let's go eat from this pot as well. That'll take us up to 50 on our foods, except, yeah, now let's go, I guess, eat our cheeses here, and these bread rolls, and a couple of these apples to get us up the rest of the way. There we go. All right.
Come here, I need your help.
Go talk to our
At
dad.
least you're up, that's a start. Anyway, we've a lot of work to do today. I'm finishing the sword for Sir Radzik, and I need your help.
Yeah, you do.
With what?
I'm running out of charcoal. Run to the market and buy a bag from the charcoal burner.
I'll need some money then.
Yeah, that's the other thing. Kunesh still owes me for an axe, a hammer, and the nails I sold him a month ago. Not to mention his debt from before. Go and tell him to pay up, at least for the axe and hammer, and then use the money to buy the charcoal.
Kunesh? Not...
Well, you're a big lad now. I'm sure you can manage. If not, tell him that next time I'll come myself and personally use that hammer to bang those nails into his arse.
Sure, I'll be happy to hear it. Is that all?
Not quite. The Chamberlain at the castle has the cross guard for Sir Radzik's sword, which I had engraved in Sasau.
You want me to go and pick it up? All right. Money, charcoal, crossguard. Got it.
And ale. Stop off at the tavern on your way home. I know you'll be going there anyway to see that girl of yours. But make sure the ale's still cool from the cellar when you get back.
Her name is Bianca.
Right, so make sure Bianca draws me a nice cool one. Run along now, work won't wait.
Cool. All right, so now we got a bunch of missions, but first, we're going to start the great picking of flowers. I mean, maybe it's honestly better that you guys can't watch this live and we're sticking this episode on YouTube because there's going to be a whole lot of flower picking. For a number of reasons. But one, it is one of the earlier things that you can do in the early game. Or one of the things you do in the early game to level up and acquire things that you can sell for money. So we're gonna be doing this for a while, folks. Okay, well, this numbskull. Oh, there we go. First level. It's pretty noticeable. It's a pretty significant decrease in the speed for sure. Dandelions, picking them up. Everybody knows we like dandelions. But yeah, we're gonna be doing a lot of this, especially because you guys picked numbskull for me. We're gonna be doing even more. I already tested how long this was going to take to get everything I want out of herbalism, and it takes a long ass time, guys. It takes a real long ass time. So, ooh, more sage in here. Cool. That's more sage there. So just remember, you guys did this to yourselves, okay? You chose this path. So let's talk about why we're going through and picking all these flowers. And the main reason is to have stuff to sell. So a lot of what we're going to try and do in this early game is set ourselves up as well as possible for like when the main game starts. This is our like intro area warm up. And the main thing that we can do here is try and get as much money as possible before we go. Now, I actually don't know. I haven't gone very far, so I don't know how, like, if all the money transfers into the main game or what's going to happen, in which case we might just be wasting a lot of time. We'll find out. But we're going to do our best to try and get as much supplies and equipment and just ability as we can before we leave. The other big thing is, especially because this is a hardcore mode, we want to have our stats as high as we can get them to set ourselves up for the main game. Just make it as easy as possible once we get out of this starting area and into the rest of the game. I think that's going to be really important. I swear I saw another sage from that camera angle. It's right there. Can we get it? There it is. And so herbalism is one of those skills that we can level up because there are flowers in this area of the game. So we're going to be doing it. And yeah, that's all good. But part of the nice thing about herbalism is if we go into our player things, we go to skills, we go herbalism. One of the perks that you can get as part of herbalism, and you need to hit level 10 herbalism to get it, is called Leg Day, where herb picking activity will add experience to your strength stat too. It's very small, but it does make a difference in my opinion. And so when we look at our stats and we look at our strength, we'll be using our herbalism eventually, once we get it up to level 10, which again is going to take forever, thanks to the numbskull debuff we have. But once we get it up, we will be using it to level up our strength, at least a little bit. We'll probably get another level or two out of our strength because of it. And that'll be really helpful for a number of reasons. Strength is mainly used for combat, as you can imagine. But it's also used for carrying capacity. And all right, I know this is why I want to let me pick this Valyrian. There it is. It's also useful using your stealth ability to knock people out. It's basically a strength check. You go and kind of strangle someone. And if you're stronger than them, or maybe with like a chance, maybe the stealth score factors into it, but you'll knock them out. Otherwise, they'll resist. That'll be really important because we're going to be knocking out a whole bunch of people in this small town. So we do want to get our strength up a little bit before we start attempting that. And the challenge is that there's not a lot that we can do in terms of combat in here to get our strength up. So herbalism becomes a route where we can actually power up our strength just a little bit more. And again, the impact of it is so small that I am with the numbskull perk. I don't know how much we're going to be able to do, but we're going to do our best and try and get up as high as we can. And hopefully we'll be able to get some extra gear and loot out of it. Because if you knock someone out, it's pretty easy to rob them. But yeah, guys, this is really slow getting the herbalism up. Numbskull makes a big difference. It's really interesting. We love flowers. Just call us the flower boys. Mm-hmm. I wanna be the very best, like no one ever was. To pick them is my real test, to sell them is my cause. I will travel across Skalitz, searching far and wide. Each herb I find to understand the coin that it provides. Herby Mound, I am Henry, I'm picking herbs. I know it's my destiny, Herby Mound. Ooh, my name's Henry, and I'm picking all the herbs. Let's see any other herbs. So I'm going to run back to our home. I'm going to drop off a bunch of these herbs in a chest just so that they're not bogging us down. Because I'd like to wait until we have that botanist perk where we can sell them for more before we start bartering with them. So this is me. My stamina's running out. I start breathing and now my stamina's gone. And it starts recovering. But you notice no stamina meter anywhere. Wash yourself. Yeah, get it clean. So we're going to go put everything in here. Go save your schnapps. Alright. Time to go hang with Kunesh. So Kunesh's house is right on the left here. That's him there. Let's go say hi to this fucktard. Yo. Yo, douchey nanners. Hey.
God be with you.
God be with you, douchebag.
What do you want?
Yeah, that's what I'm talking about. Father sent me for money,
Father,
bitch.
get the coin you owe him for the axe, hammer, and nails.
I've got nothing. Clear off.
Knew you'd be trouble. Father says if you don't pay up, he'll come here himself and hammer those nails into your hairy arse.
I'd like to see him try. Fuck off, you bastard, or your old man will be pulling those nails out of you.
Alright, let's fight him.
You son of a... Goodbye.
We actually don't want to win this fight.
God!
Oh. Oh no. Okay, we're gonna let him, yeah. We gotta let him win, actually. Because then he goes, yeah, you got your butt whooped.
Can fuck off too.
But I wanted to land a couple shots because it's helpful with our experience. Now he goes and he's all... And he goes and takes his little basket and gets the fuck out. So we're gonna go sneak into his place now. We're in a private area. Fuck off, I don't give a fuck. I'm badass. Yeah. And this is the crate. This is what we got to get into, but we need a lockpick to get into it.
That. Fritz might have one.
So losing the fight and then sneaking in here, I've heard, is very important. And this is how I actually ended up playing out the game the very first time I played anyways. But that allows your friend Fritz, it sets up the scenario that causes your friend Fritz to give you lockpicks. And lockpicks we're going to make a ton of use of. Because it's a really useful skill in and of itself. But it's also going to give us access to stuff we can sell for money. But first we need our mom. Mama! Mama!
Hurts. Won't stop bleeding.
Oh, now, stop squealing like a baby and show me that.
There is...
There you are, good as new. You ought to learn to do that yourself.
So,
Thanks, Mom.
I really think this game is the absolute masterpiece. It is brilliant in so many ways, but one of the areas where it does fall a little short, which is mainly just due to the massive scale and all the different plot lines and ways that things can develop, is there can be some really hilarious inconsistency in characters, like our mom chastising us for fighting all the time and trying to fight with swords and stuff. And then I come back after trying to beat up this old dude and got the shit kicked out of me. And she's like, "Oh, stop whining, you. Let me look at that. There you go. You're all better." There's a lot of, or I shouldn't say a lot. There's a little bit of that in this game. That's just, the inconsistency is it's a little odd. Anyways. So,
God's sake, you want to learn something? No.
let's go do this now.
Have you...
That was nothing.
So this is this little swordmaster guy who's just in town, and
No mother's happy when her son starts to take an
that's how I cut my hand earlier.
Where there's weapons, there's death. The question is, what do you want?
I don't want to rot in this hole forever. I feel like I don't belong here. I want to live and see the world. The world's a dangerous place, and I need to know how to protect myself.
Spoken like a man. And as it happens, today's your last chance. I have to leave. So, are you ready to get stuck in?
Let's fucking go.
Yes?
All right.
Well, he's going over there. We're gonna go over here.
You can't be serious, Dave. Insulting our king.
What insult? I say only the truth. Sigismund has done only what he had to do.
He had to abduct the king. He had to lure his cousin Prokop into a trap and imprison him. He had to invade with his army of Tatars and besiege Gutenberg.
Why not? What is this Wenceslas for a king? The Empire is falling asunder in his hands. The German counts elected Ruprecht of the Palatinate as king because your Wenceslas would not go to their deeds even.
German counts, traitors.
Now even the Pope
God be with
is
you,
opposed
Henry.
to your king.
I'm with you,
So
Matthew.
such as
What's going on here?
wasn't there?
Deutsch is spouting shit.
What?
Just listen and you'll hear for yourself.
Someone has to bring order and reunite the Empire.
Oh, chicken.
What do I care about the Austrians? And nowadays, not even the devil himself can keep up with all the popes. Which is the rightful pope? The one in Rome or the one in Avignon?
Do not blaspheme, Alex.
No, it's true, though. Wenceslas is the king of Bohemia. Bohemian nobles are on his side. To hell with Rosenberg and his cabal. Sir Radzig is Wenceslas' commander-in-chief. He stayed loyal to the king. And if he heard you talking like this, he would have you whipped like a dog.
Your deal will soon have nothing left to rule. Jobst had to sell Luxembourg to help your king. South Bohemia is with Sigismund
And don't forget about Gutenberg, where Germans like you kissed Sigismund's feet to keep their heads.
Yes, but
Goodman Deutsch, this is pointless. Let us talk of more pleasant things.
My words exactly.
Deutsch has gone too far. Wenceslas is our rightful king.
We're on Team Wenceslas, fam.
What can you do? I might have an idea.
That lazy piece of shit.
Deutsch
He's our king, all right?
Lesson. Doesn't he, Fritz?
Too right, Matthew. Should give him a proper hiding.
Are you mad? Do you want to end up in the pillory? Don't listen to Fritz. I've got a better idea. Deutsch was talking such shit, it made me think of that huge parliament. You know, the one right next to his freshly whitewashed house. You think we should redecorate for him? Count me in.
Well, I'd rather torch it, to be honest. But throwing some turds will do.
What do you say, Henry?
This is such a funny
I'm
little
supposed to get ale
part of
for
the
father
plot line.
and a few other things. We're finishing Sir Radzig's sword.
Come on. Throwing a few handfuls of manure is not going to take all day.
And it's our duty to defend the honor of our king. So,
Some sound logic right there, friends.
are you with us?
The only way to defend our king
All right, I'll do it.
is to throw poop
Then
at a
you have
house.
to give me a hand with something.
Yeah, and we
What do
need
you
their
mean?
help after.
Kunesh owes money to father and doesn't want to pay. I tried talking to him, but he wouldn't listen. I need more than words to get coin out of him, and I can't handle it on my own.
No problem. We'll back you up. Just as soon as we're done plastering Deutsch's house.
I'll be happy to sort out that drunken oaf.
Alright, let's go while Deutsch is still sitting safely in the tavern.
God
All right,
bless you, Henry.
they're gonna go there. That's great. We're gonna go pick some more nettles because we love effing nettles, folks. God, fuck, we just love herbs so much. Oh yeah, herbs. Ooh, herbs.
Enjoy it.
It's nice. Cool. So we actually gotta do is go talk to our lady,
Say, my
Bianca.
lovely. You're looking well today.
You too, handsome. What brings you here?
Your beauty, of course.
Oh, noble sir. I'm as honored as any simple maid can be. And apart from my beauty, what else might your worship desire?
I need ale for father.
As the gent...
Wait though.
Leave it to me. But you have to pay me back this evening.
You're the best girl a man could wish for.
Your father wants a cool one from the cellar, doesn't he? Wait here while I fetch it. Here you are.
Oh, thanks, my lady.
Thanks.
Wow.
It's on me today. You can pay me back this evening.
Bow chicka
Don't
wow
worry,
wow.
dearest. This evening I'll see you right.
Oh, how? I do hope so.
Thanks. You'll have something to look forward to this evening.
You too. Oh, by the way, that shifty-looking fellow was asking after you.
Vanya.
I suppose. He's a man who makes his coin robbing honest wayfarers. I'm sure of it. I'll be happy when he's gone for good. But What in heaven's name are you up to with
That's our sword
You
master
promised
friend.
to teach me how to use a sword.
See?
What use would that be to you?
Enough. You sound just like father. I'll be going now. See you this evening.
Hal, I've got something special for you.
Is that so? Now what would that be?
Your favorite Savior Schnapps.
Really? You're an angel.
I hope you'll thank me properly later.
You bet I will.
Yeah, we're gonna thank her so properly. 5x Savior Schnapps. Alright, we got 8 Savior Schnapps right now. Savior Schnapps is the alcohol you consume to save. It's actually a very clever mechanic they added to the game, because it is alcohol. So when you drink it, you get a little drunk. But like 1 is not going to do anything. But if you're kind of save scumming, or if you're saving repeatedly in a short period of time, so saving before attempting something difficult, and then as soon as you make it through whatever that milestone is, you're saving again, like it starts adding up, so you really can't do that. It's a really cool idea, even if it doesn't make any sense. Like why would drinking alcohol of all things save the game? Like, you would think that drinking alcohol, if anything, is gonna make you like lose a save or something, but mechanically it actually makes a ton of sense. I think it's a really good feature. Now the tricky part in this part of the game is that the only way to save, because the game won't let you sleep during this sort of intro portion, so the only way to save then is to drink Savior Schnapps. And it's kind of crazy, like if you don't drink Savior Schnapps, then like literally your game just doesn't exist if you die or something goes wrong, which under normal circumstances, if you're playing the game, would be totally fine. You'd never die. But we're obviously not going to be doing this under normal circumstances. That's not what we're here to do. We're here to fuck with this town as much as possible for as long as we can. Like right now the town's like, oh, we've got so many flowers and stinging nettle. It's definitely not a weed. We're so happy about it. Wrong. I took it all. It's mine now. You see this? It's fucking mine. We gotta go talk to our sword fighting friend. I just want to pick all this shit on the way there. Actually, let's just go straight to him. Ooh, there's another sage that we missed earlier. Nice. Because I'm actually worried that he's going to leave. I don't think he will, but there is... Time matters in this game. Ooh, more sage. There he is.
So, can we get started?
Yes, sir.
We can.
Good. And since today's the last... Very well. Let's start with the basics.
So notice, I can see who I've locked onto, but I don't... I just have to, like, watch everything.
Alright, alright. Now try to hit me. You have to put your weight into your attack. If you just fiddle around, you'll get nowhere. Try slashing from different sides. Unpredictability is the key. Never repeat yourself.
Whatcha?
Now you're getting it.
Whatcha?
Not bad.
Whatcha?
Very good.
Whatcha?
Not bad.
That'll show.
Alright. The point of the blade is for stabbing. Try it a few times.
Whatcha-cha?
Very good.
We're gonna head stab him. Oh.
Nice. Good, good. Let's try something else.
All
One
right.
strike, I can fend off without a sweat. But if you chain your strikes, I'll have a much harder time. As soon as you land one blow, follow it with another.
So at this point, we're not actually going to chain our strikes. We're just gonna keep swinging, but without actually chaining. And we're gonna try and get as many of these non-chained attacks in as we can. Which is what we're doing right now. And the reason is that this is going to train our strength and agility. And if we chained our attacks, the sequence would end sooner. But the downside here is that it does time out after a bit. So we'll only get like a couple levels out of this. Well, With Numbskull, maybe we'll get one. So the timing to chain is like the moment your first attack actually connects. You want to trigger the next attack. In our case, we're not triggering it until after we've kind of reset, so that none of these are proper chains. And because of that, he's still waiting for us to actually chain an attack. Let's let our stamina recover for a second here. I don't know if that actually matters, but... Alright, level in warfare. Let's get a level in strength here, please. Thank you. Trying to get as much experience as we can here. Because we need it. Oh shit. I accidentally chained the strikes. Alright, that's it.
That's enough.
How do we do? Strength, we got halfway to level 3. Agility, we almost got to level 1. In our combat skills, we got 1 level in sword, almost another level in sword, but not quite. And we got halfway to level 2 for warfare. I don't think I'm going to get either of these. Carrying bodies I don't care about. Blocking opponent's strikes with your shield will cost you 30% less. That we will want eventually. But we're going to save it. We're going to go for Clinch Master and Mule 1 probably. Alright. Now that that's finished, friends, you know what time it is. It's picking time. We love picking flowers and stuff. You can't stop us, we'll pick it all up. Everybody knows that we're picking the stuff for free. For you and for me, we're gonna pick all the stuff and you can't stop us. We love to pick it off the ground. Training our herbalism is our dream. What is our herbalism? Alright, we're almost level 8. Come on, Cameo. I wanna be the very best, like no one ever was. To pick them is my real test, to sell them is my cause.
Listen, there's this locked chest I need to get into.
Let's get those lock picks from Fritz.
Not good enough for you anymore. It's just that someone has something that doesn't belong to him, and I want to take it back.
If you say so. It's no skin off my nose anyway. I've got some lockpicks you can have. But if you get caught, you didn't get them from me.
Yeah, never heard of you. Thanks, Fritz.
Those are important. Once your herbalism gets up higher, though, you'll see as long as you can just target one of the plants in the area, you'll pick up all of them around you. Ooh, there we go, level 10. All right. Herbalism level 10. We've got 2 we can get. So botanist. Herbs you sell have a 15% higher price. We're going to learn that. And leg day. Herb picking activity will add experience to your strength stat too. We're going to learn that. So now we've got leg day, botanist, and how's our strength? So honestly, it's like, I guess it's probably going to be a lot more noticeable at lower levels like I am now. But hopefully this will help us get our strength up to something a little bit more serviceable. I'd like to try and get it up to 4. Let's see if it's even noticeable after picking those. I feel like you can see it's gone up maybe a little bit there. Anyways, this is good. We can also now go sell all of the herbs that we've been picking up to this point. So now we can start making lots of money. And the key, well, I'll show you the key as we do it. As we sell stuff. Let's see. Guys, I told you I'd be here. I just wanted to pick literally every single flower in the area before we got to business. Let's go.
So are we doing this or not?
We're doing it.
Wait. We have to check that the coast is clear.
Why? Deutsch is in the tavern.
But maybe you noticed after all these years that he has a wife and a son.
And that's a problem?
Oh, Fritz, you goof.
Henry, you go lure her away somehow.
Why me?
Because you're the clever one.
Yeah.
So that's her. We got to go lure her away, but first we have some other important business to attend to. Because before we go get in here, we want to come around here. And we want to pick more nettles, obviously. Oh, don't mind me. I just love picking flowers. That's all I ever do. You guys know that about me. Oh, there goes Henry picking those flowers again. He's definitely not up to anything. Alright, first things first. Food. Save your schnapps. You know we're saving that game. Alright, let's get to business. Lockpicks actually, so it's very important we don't lose any lockpicks. We only have 4. Oh my god. Already off to a bad start. Let's try this again. Nailed it. Easy is too difficult, eh? Interesting. I'm definitely gonna eat from their pot. Oh no. Oh my god, that was so risky. Jesus. Gonna rob them of their groschen. I never should have stuck to that. Lockpicking is almost level 1. It's saying this one's too hard, so we might have to go find another pick to lock first. Okay. We're gonna go find another lock to pick. Because we gotta get in there. Okay, I'll come back for those flowers. Let's stay on task. I want to eat from pot. I want a better position for that. So every time you start the lock picking, like everything resets, which is really helpful. But that means, so the health of your lock picks reset. So if you're having a rough go at it, it's better to cancel out and come back to it later, or just restart it, rather than try to commit to seeing the lock picking through and risk breaking a lockpick, which, I mean, in general, you don't want to lose lockpicks. They're not exactly easy to come by. Like, you stumble across them, but there's nowhere that I'm aware of that you can just go to buy them. And I'm sure there's somewhere you can go to buy them. But I don't know where that is. It's probably the Miller, if I'm being honest. Let's see, where is this? It's a pretty small sweet spot for this one. Got it. All right. Go here. Pick this. We're going to restart that because that was no good. This is a good sweet spot. Generally, closer to the middle of the circle is easier because as you can imagine, it doesn't move as fast when you're close. All right. Well, we're overloaded. So we're going to start selling some stuff. Put on a couple items that will help with our armor and defense. So we got that going on for us. We're going to sell the rest. Now, not every vendor will buy stolen goods in here, and if they do buy stolen goods, they buy them for a hell of a lot less. So it does make things a little tricky. I'll show you why in just 1 second. So this vendor.
Good health.
Good health to you.
God be with you.
Yes, let's talk trade. I would like to sell you all of my stolen stuff. And the stuff that I'm not wearing that isn't stolen. Okay. So it says I'm going to get 172. She only has 80 wealth. But when I go here and I go to haggle, she's going to go, oh, you've trying to sell me stolen stuff. Oh, I'm not going to pay full price. And what we'll see is that because of that, I'm going to get a lot less. But maybe we can still get it up.
It's not worth it.
We're just going to accept her 73.
Well, that's...
I'm still over encumbered. All right. So now we're going to start selling her all of our herbs that we have. So these won't sell for a lot, but we'll still get them out. Hold on to that one sage. So you'll see I'm only going to get 55, but to counter that, I can buy stuff that she has. So let's take... let's go for one small cobbler's kit. And actually, let's also get one of her savior schnapps. I guess we'll get rid of the cobbler's kit.
Can we do something?
Why not?
We'll try and get the price down a bit.
Agree.
It'll take more. Forget it then.
Ah, bitch. It's actually so hard selling to people in the early game like this. What else do I have? Not a lot. So that's gonna be it.
I'd like to.
Sure.
This will be okay though, because it'll get her.
Satisfied?
You won't
Let's see what she goes down to. 80. Let's try 75.
Tough luck.
Ah, fucking bitch. Are you kidding me? Okay. New policy. Alright? The new policy is we're just going to haggle it down once, and then we're going to accept whatever price they set after that first haggle down. And I'm also just going to do that. And that, maybe. Fuck it. Let's try this. I changed my mind. I don't want that Savior Schnapp so badly.
We agree.
That's not enough.
So we throw in the first. She's going to go down 10. I'm going to accept.
I knew we could.
Okay. Oh, and let's see if we can use any of these. Boots. There we go. So, we want to start working on our maintenance skill, which is why I wanted to buy this. But then I was like, the cobbler only works on the boots, so is it worth it? I think it is. What we really need is a tailor's kit. So we're just going to have to make sure we eventually get enough money to buy a tailor's kit.
What do you want, lad?
Alright.
I just went by the tavern and your husband was in there talking nonsense. I thought someone should take him home before he gets himself in trouble.
What sort of nonsense?
Well, he kept saying that Sigismund was right and King Wenceslas is a drunkard, that sort of thing. Some people took exception, so I thought...
God almighty, the fool. Next thing he'll start on about the popes.
He might have mentioned the Pope.
Thank you for telling me. I just hope I can catch him before he gets into another fight.
Alright. She runs off. Now we're going to go.
What are you waiting for, soldier? Fire the trebuchet! For king and country!
For king
Yeah.
and country, my ass. This is all good, clean, fun.
Nearly as good as having that traitor in the pillory. Nearly. Now that would be sweet.
That's for Sigismund!
Woohoo!
Eat shit, Docious.
You bastards! What the fuck do you think you're doing?
What the fuck do you think you're doing?
Hey, Hans.
It's not a tumor.
We're decorating your house for you.
It's like your old man was saying in the tavern about that traitor Sigismund. We're just doing what we have to do.
Horse Hans! I'll make those smiles off your faces!
Oh, I'd like to see you try. What are you doing here, Spizek? Hanging out with this
What a name.
Deutscher? Maybe you'd like to try out the latest German fashion.
Yo, that was a good throw.
Fucker! I'll make you pay for that.
Alright, these guys are grumpy. We're gonna get after it. You still want it?
Stop right now! The cat's paw is on his way!
Oh yeah, is he? Huh? Won't let me. I gotta run. Won't let me punch them anymore. I didn't get a single level from that. You guys made me such a fucking numbskull. God damn it.
God save you, Henry.
Hello, friend. Alright. So next up, we gotta meet the lads at Kanesh's. So, before we do that, you know what time it is. Flower time, we're gonna pick some flowers, gonna pick them all up and put them in our pockets. So these are not pickable. Oh, hey, bitch. Oh, did I mention we're gonna be knocking out a whole bunch of people like that? Because stealth's really important. Now you know. Ooh, mint. I don't even know what mint looks like. Oh, welcome. Where did that even come from? It's like a little alarming since I just strangled a woman. Basically, anyone who isolates themselves gets knocked out. Like this fucking Deutsche bastard, you know what I'm saying? Fuck that guy. Doesn't believe in our king? Yeah, whatever. Whatever, friend. See if he had any new armor. Where's the decorated shirt go? Let's do that. I like it. We're gonna wear that gold ring. Those other boots are just better.
Greetings.
Alright, so first off, I'm going to trade her all of my legit stuff. Hybrid. I don't remember. Oh, shit. I'm buying here. I was like, I don't even remember this picking all this stuff up. That's because I was accidentally buying. One of those savior shops. Shit. I don't have nearly enough money for that. So, what does she have that's actually useful for me? Not a lot. All right. At least now we got a whole bunch of money. We can come over to this guy.
Good health.
And we can get a small tailor's kit. we sell him anything? I don't think this guy will accept stolen goods, so I think we're just gonna have to pay.
Can we do something
Natural.
Agree?
You're a
Lace, linen, and silk.
Oh.
Come right up and take some home.
Let's see, do I have strength? So I don't have a speech yet. Could get one at every 4th level up. And then I'm pretty sure I can get, yeah. So once I hit level 4 on speech, I can get that final offer perk, which is a really good one. But first, let's go other. Let's go Tailor's Kit. Let's repair everything there. Well, let's go talk to this bitch. Let's sell all of my stolen goods. But I'm not at least equipped. Okay, so it says I'm going to get 168, but that's not true. So I'm going to try and get that fucking Savior Schnapps again.
Trying to. Let's agree on a.
See what I'm going to have to pay. Oh, jeez. This isn't good.
What do you...
That's a.
That's the most I can... Shit. I kind of fucked up here. I need to sell her a lot of herbs. So it gets tricky when you're selling the... when you're selling a lot of this stuff is dealing with the... I guess the price differential that they place on the stolen goods. Because they'll tell you, oh yeah, you're gonna, you know, receive a whole bunch of money for this, but because it's stolen, you're not actually. And the problem is that she doesn't have enough money that I can just, like she doesn't have enough money that I can, I guess, take everything. I have to buy stuff. What I'm trying to say is I have to buy stuff as part of our interaction in order to actually benefit from it, because she doesn't have enough stuff. She doesn't have enough money otherwise. But as long as I can keep selling her a bunch of things while also buying a bunch of stuff, then I can make sure that I make a whole bunch out of our exchange. But I don't make it in coin directly, I make it in the items. And the main items I want are the repair kits, which I've already bought some of, so I can work on my maintenance, and then I also want those Savior Schnapps. Now, the problem that I found myself in already is that I had a bad trade with her where I lowered her wealth so much that now I need to get a really good balance of items to her items. But the only items that I really need are the Savior Schnapps, which are really expensive. So we're going to try with this haul. And this is all legit stuff because it's got a whole bunch of sage and other herbs. We're going to try and use this haul to get most of her Savior Schnapps, at least 2 of them. I know I'm over encumbered as fuck right now, so this is as fast as I can go. But it'll be worth it. It'll be worth it to sell all these in one trip. I think in hardcore mode, maintenance is going to be a really important skill because they said that the effects of unmaintained items are more detrimental, and then on top of that, it's really expensive to repair stuff. So being able to repair things yourself and keep them up is going to be a good thing, I think. So let's go in here. Let's start by selling. This is going to be an entirely legit transaction. That's the goal here. Okay, I think So how much is a Savior Snob? It's 164, so I can get one here. And then maybe I can get blacksmith's kit. Do I have a blacksmith's kit? I do. Yeah, I'll get that other cobbler's kit. Let's do that.
Let's have a.
Aye.
We're gonna have the cleanest shoes, friends.
Satisfied?
We're getting there. Aye.
Nice.
I've got a feeling you're let's agree on.
Here.
Well now.
Fuck. I think we've fucked up our trades with her pretty much, but that's okay. We'll figure this out. Alright. Next up, we're going to continue picking lots of flowers. Back to business here. Okay, so we're going to go resolve our hunger back home. And then we're going to get to work being a sneaky fuck. Oh, this bitch. Well, that's our mom. Yeah, we can't knock her out. I was like, oh, it's a bitch. We got to knock her out. Thank God they don't even let us. We are not going to knock out our kind mother, okay? I don't care what you guys say or think. Wait, was that that was a cook item. We're going to restart that. It's not worth it. We're not going to lose any lockpicks doing these silly locks at the beginning of the game. I won't allow it. Let's get our nourishment up with these apples. All right, we'll be back in 1 second, friends, and then we'll keep this going. All right. So next up, friends, comes the Great Mayhem. Since our strength is 4, we're gonna beat the shit out of him pretty good, I think.
How are you, Henry?
Well, we sorted that Deutsch out.
That was pretty close, eh?
That old bastard didn't stand a chance.
True, but I'm worried that fucker Hans will snitch on us.
Well, let him. Then I'll snitch on him. And anyway, what can they do to us for throwing a bit of dung?
Your one friend's
It's not
got
as if
blood all
anybody
over his
likes
tunic.
I need a hand with Kunesh.
Sure, mate.
Let's get.
So next up, gang up on Kunesh.
Kunesh, get out here, you old goat. I've something to show you.
What the fuck are you here for? You want me to take a whip to you or call a catchpole?
Just try it, you old drunk.
Oh, you've got to be kidding.
Had enough?
Missed.
That agility. Ooh, he got me. Shit. I didn't expect that. Ooh, he's really getting me. Fuck, I wanted to get more hits in on him. Alright. We got his stuff. Take that axe. I'm gonna get in here. Now we have his key, but I'm gonna lockpick it anyways because we're gonna eat from the pot. Yeah, I'm gonna lockpick it anyways because I want the experience. Oh, it's a nice spot too. When it's close to the center like that, that's as easy as possible. I keep sneaking around. See if there's anything else I can lockpick in here. But I doubt there is. I think that's everything. Yeah. That's everything.
I have anything you need.
See if we can sell that stuff to this guy.
God be.
That stuff's not worth anything. Jesus.
I'd like to do. Sure. Satisfied. You're.
Everything for the house. Garden and field.
Very well.
What do you need?
All right. It's mayhem time, folks. We've come this far. There's only one thing left to do. I don't think we can pull this off, but let's try it. Hey. I'll take it. Jesus Christ, lady. Just stay still for 1 second. Hell yeah. The great mayhem begins. Now this poor woman. Look, guys, you know someone has to do it. Someone's got to knock out all the villagers and rob them blind, right? They're not going to do it to themselves. Let's see where this guy goes.
Good day, Henry.
Good day, sir.
What the hell was that?
Oh, this woman's coming in, isn't she? They got her up. Need more isolated people.
Garlic, onion, mushrooms, and asparagus. Come right up. No need to be shy.
Alright, I think we got everything we need, friends.
How are you, Henry?
That guard we just got is going to give us all the good stuff. This is all very good news. And hopefully it's a lesson to our friends to just, you know, stay around other people, you know? Gotta be safe. Okay, let's take a look at what we got. I like this decorated shirt. I want to keep it, but we got to put... Coxcomb is a legit sword, man. Let's get that maintenance up. think that's going to be about as much as we can get it. Unfortunately, as far as I know, there's no one left in this town who will buy any of this shit that we got, so I think we're just gonna have to go ahead here and drop all this stuff for the most part. We can put those on. Another level in maintenance. Is it enough for a perk? What do I got? Fragrance. Freshly laundered clothes plus 1 charisma. Sprinting will cost me 20% less stamina. I'm gonna save for Seville Row and maybe stuffing. I think I'm gonna save it though. Wash ourselves. Cool. Pretty sure we already have quest items. Do I not have the... I think we need to clear this out. Pops.
Yeah, about.
I have chalk.
Good job. Where have you been with that?
Our ale's too warm. We gotta fix it. So that's intentional. You're supposed to go get the ale as the last thing before you go back to your father. But when you go get the ale, you have to talk to Bianca, and she gives you the savior schnapps. So we want those savior schnapps, so it's better off.
Look at you.
Better off to go and do that. And then she gives you the savior schnapps, and you go do all this mayhem that we just did. And then when you go back to continue the main story, your father goes, father tells you that the ale's cold, you gotta get another one. So it does introduce this sort of extra trip to the mission, but at this point, I mean, we've got so much stuff because of all the mayhem. Like, what's our... I don't think we ended up with that much groschen in the end. Oh shit, we got 254 groschen. Plus a full suit of armor, shield, and very good weapon. Now, I don't think we're going to be able to keep a lot of this, but we'll see. It's better than nothing. Alright, yes, I have everything.
Charcoal, the hilt, and the ale. We can start.
Good job. Let's have it then, son. Well done. Right. Let's see what kind of job the master in Sasau did for us. Look at that, lad. Well, that's what I call craftsmanship.
What does the inscription mean?
Damned if I know. Doesn't look like Czech to me. Latin, maybe? Lord Radzig ordered it. This will be the finest sword I've ever made. Have you got the charcoal? Good. We'll fire up the forge. We'll put it all together.
Let's build this sword. 3.5 hours in the making, friends. Let's go.
By the way, someone paid me a call. I reckon you might know what it was about.
I'm not sure.
Really? Because I'm pretty sure you and your friends threw dung at Deutsch's freshly whitewashed house.
Oh, that's not the worst thing we did. We're getting off easy here.
Visit. What got into you, Hal?
That Deutsch was talking treason in the tavern about Sigismund and the king. He got what he deserved.
Got what he deserved, did he? You can go and clean up the mess you made and apologise to him. I have a trade to run. The German pays well. And having my son in the pillory helps nothing and nobody, least of all the king. You understand?
Yes.
Look me in the eye, Henry. Do you understand?
I understand.
Good. And we'll never have this conversation again.
So you think it's right to let traitors speak ill of our king?
The boy gets caught, making a fool of himself, and he still hasn't learned his lesson. So Deutsch spouts rubbish and what? You turn into a common thug.
Pretty much.
You might win a fight with violence, but you'll never win an argument. Remember, Henry, if you want to convince someone that they're wrong, try using your mouth and not your fists.
Furnace is ready.
Right, we'll do the grip. I'll heat it up, and when I take it out, you slip the grip on so it fits exactly. You know what you're doing. Do it. Good. Once more. That's it. Done. Now file it down so it sits well in the hand. I'll prepare the guard.
Father, why did you leave Prague? Who ever heard of a master swordsmith making horseshoes in a village?
I had my reasons, Hal. And here I have your mother and you. Why would I want any other life?
Do you remember Emperor Charles?
I do. Life was good under his reign.
Better than now.
He built half of Prague, a score of castles, had a bridge made over the Moldau, and founded a university, and all without a war. He knew how to rule.
Better than Wenceslas.
Better by far. But Wenceslas doesn't have it easy. It's hard to step into the shoes of someone whose like is born only once 1,000 years.
What about Sigismund?
Do you think Charles would have brought an army down on his own people like Sigismund? No. Wenceslas may not be the equal of his father, but Sigismund, he brings shame to the royal name. How's it going? Give it here, and we'll put it all together.
It's a beauty.
It's magnificent.
Indeed it is. The Lord be with you. My father sent me for those nails.
Good day to you, Teresa. They're ready. Will you fetch them for me, Hal? They're in the trunk in the living room.
Alright, so we've already got the nails.
Henry, are you alright?
This is very important. So, food. This is a very, very important. I'm gonna eat this. Nah. Shit, I overate. Okay, I'm gonna drop it. This is a very important save.
Here are those nails you...
Thanks. So, how's Beyond?
She's fine. Why do you ask?
Just wondering, will you be going to the dance this evening?
We will.
Maybe we'll see each other there. Anyway, mustn't keep you. I'll be on my way. That sword is truly beautiful.
Fine lass, eh? Now, stop staring at her and come and see this. It's time for the trial by fire.
Father actually knows how to use a sword. Nice.
We did a fine job.
I would expect nothing less from such a renowned swordsmith.
Those days are gone, sir.
You haven't lost your skills, then.
Sir Radzig fucks, man. You see that strike?
Would you like to try it?
Just narrowly takes
Sir,
off the
what
top.
goes a sword to a
Let
commoner?
him try it.
Yeah, Dad, let me try it. Let me show you how skilled I am. Go, Henry. Go, Henry. Ooh, yeah. Woo, baby.
You still have a lot to learn.
Sure do.
Ask
Sure
your father to show you
effing
how.
do. I'm
He
also a
knows what he's
fucking
doing.
numbskull
Learning
thanks
is
to
a
all of you
trade
bastards.
that will serve him better in life.
So I'm going to learn very slowly, just like we
Who
have been.
knows what the future holds for each of us. I see that you almost have it finished.
It just needs a polish, then Henry will bring it to you.
Excellent. Fine work, very fine. A sword such as this will bring honor to its bearer. What say you, Svan?
True, Sir Radzig. If I'd have had its like back in Nicopolis, things would have worked out differently. How odd to find such an accomplished swordsmith working in a place like this. A man of his talent would have no problem making a fortune in Prague or Vienna.
You're right. It's a very long and peculiar story.
I'd be glad to listen to it over a cup of wine, but duty calls, and I must leave. Here you are. Learn from your father. He truly is a master of his craft.
I'm sure our paths will cross again.
He certainly will.
Once it's ready, send your son up to me with it. Good work, Martin.
Sure.
It's been an honor, Sir Istvan. Have a safe journey.
Sir Istvan.
The honor is mine, Sir Radzig. Thank you for the hospitality.
A long, peculiar history.
That was a long time ago. I might tell you about it sometime, but not today.
Will you teach me how to use it like Sir Radzig said?
Why?
Well, it could come in useful. Maybe I'll travel a bit before settling down. I'd like to know more than the tavern on the green and the forge.
You know the trouble with an adventurous life, son? It can end before it gets started. I might teach you how to handle a sword, and then someone will shoot you with a crossbow as soon as you set foot outside the house.
Talk as if you've seen it happen.
A man my age has seen a lot. Being a blacksmith might bring no glory, but it has its benefits, like keeping your head on your shoulders. I want to end my days in Skalitz, here, beneath the linden tree, and by your mother's side.
Well, so do I, one day. But first, I'd like to see the world, meet new people.
Meet them, or beat them?
Meet. Let's keep going on about it.
Then you've no need to learn swordplay.
A messenger.
He was in a hurry. What's happened?
God damn. It's fucking terrifying, man. Jeez.
Listen to me, Al. Listen carefully. Take the sword, go into the house, and grab anything else important from the trunk. Go to the castle. Hurry.
What about you?
Your mother is in the village. I'll fetch her and we'll follow right behind.
I'll go with you.
No. You do what I say right now. Give the sword to Sir Redson. If anything happens, he'll take care of you. He owes me.
Move! Come on, we're closing!
Move it, people!
Come on!
We're running
Come
out of
on!
time! Oh, Henry! Thank God! Get inside, quick! We have to shut the gates!
Get running, people! Come on!
Why mess with me?
Are you mad? You can't go back! Ah.
Get through the gates!
Dude, your dad is such a badass. Jeez, man.
Come on, Hal! You can still make it! Run!
Alright guys, this is where the shit gets real. This part of the game is very, very fucking hard. Hopefully we don't have to fail too many times.
Run by the moat! There's a path down there! Jump down from the wall and flee!
So we're gonna try and drag this out a little bit. Sir Radzig. As soon as the game loads, I gotta open my inventory. Yeah, got the sword. Okay. Shit, I don't know. I'm just gonna run. Okay, so Sir Radzig's sword is equipped, which is good. Let's see. Can I save here? Do I want to save here? I think I do. Okay. Let's do this.
Pigs! Don't touch me, or I'll kill you! Go to hell, you Tatar beast!
Okay, we're gonna help. We're gonna help our friend.
Yeah. Yeah.
Go, 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 horse, go.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. Yeah.
Oh, fuck. That's it. We're gonna die here now. Guaranteed. Fuck. Get up. I can't seem to get up. Oh, that's gonna be it. Alright. But that's why we saved. So what happens if we go continue? I think it should take us back to our last save point. Okay, so that's Teresa that these guys are going after.
Go to hell, you Tatar beast!
So Teresa gets away, which is good. Now the reason we're doing this fighting is because if we can win this, oh shit, let's get out of here. Fuck. Oh, we're fucked now. Oh no. Let's try this again. This is going to take some tries, friends. But we're going to do our best here.
Go to hell, you Tatar beast!
Okay. Oh shit. Ah, fuck. I don't know if we can do this. I think we're just gonna keep getting bullied. Fuck. See, I want to do this because I want to be able to level up a little bit of strength here, but I don't think it's worth it. I'm gonna keep trying it since this isn't a live stream. I'm gonna keep trying it, and if it gets too bad, then we'll just bail. Let's try. It eventually just gets to be too many guys. If it's just this one, we might be okay. There's another one here. What? Come on. Horse? What's that all about?
Yeah. Me boy, yeah.
One more back here. Jeez, more and more keep coming.
Yeah.
Shit. It's a lot of guys, man.
Yeah.
Ooh. Okay. I think they've fixed this so you can't abuse it so much. This is just so many guys now. Let's see if I can go eat that.
Yeah. Yeah.
I don't know, guys. I'm not sure I can do this. I think we're just gonna get out of here. That's so many guys over there, and we're not doing anything to them.
Yeah.
Alright, this is gonna be bad.
Yeah.
Ah, shit.
Yeah.
Left. Talmberg is to the left, along the stream.
Fuck these guys, man. Fuck you.
Give us up, Melon.
That's Ruby blessed.
This is fucking hard, man.
Go! They'll kill you all!
Yeah. What's me again?
Fuck off.
Go! They'll kill you all!
Yeah.
Udon, what's for big name?
Yeah.
Fuck off, I said. God, this is fucking hard, guys.
Yeah.
Just gonna try and run it out. Come on, we're so close. I see it. Don't kill me. Yes. Oh, fuck. That's tense, dude.
Oh my god! Wait! Jesus Christ!
Do something! Help! Quickly, everyone! Get your asses here!
Hey! And loose!
Hanyo, Hosungine!
We did it. Okay. And we got a level in swords by trying to fight those guys for a while. We didn't get very far with it, but that's okay. That's progress.
Someone give him a drink. And bring hot wine and bandages.
Hot wine sounds gross. Just saying.
Tell me, boy, who are you and where are you from? What in hell's name happened?
I've come from Skalitz. They burned it to the ground. Slaughtered everyone.
Who? Who burned it to the ground?
A huge army. They attacked without warning. And they weren't Czechs or Germans either.
Who then?
I don't know. I've never seen armor like it or heard their language. Maybe Tartars?
Tartars, you say? Well, we'll deal with that later. First, let's have a look at that leg of yours. Grit your teeth, boy. I'm gonna pull that arrow out. Easy. All done. You were lucky, lad. The arrow missed the bone. It only needed bandaging, and I've done that often enough before. War is a good teacher. Can you stand? There you go. Good as new.
Thank you.
If you idlers nothing better to do, get back to work. You'll have to speak to Lord Divish. Can you manage? Sir, this is a survivor from...
I heard, Robard. Tell me, boy, what exactly happened? Did you see the ensigns of the attackers? Were there any more survivors?
So, I don't know what army it was, but it was huge. There were dozens of banners flying on the hill above Skalitz. The ones who did the slaughtering spoke a strange language. They burned Skalitz to the ground, but a lot of people took refuge in the castle. I wasn't quick enough. And as I fled, they shouted from the battlements that I should come and warn you.
The soldiers the boy didn't recognize. They could be those Cumans of Sigismund's. It said they came to Hungary from the east, and now they're the core of his army.
Fucking Cumans,
Exactly.
man.
Gutenberg must have given him a taste for stolen silver.
Fucking
Skalitz is
Cumans.
a small castle, sir. If Sigismund attacks, they can't hold.
Indeed, Sir Robard. And our small garrison would be no help, even if we could risk sending them.
You think we're next in line?
Maybe. What's your name, boy?
I'm Henry, son of the Skalitz blacksmith.
I know him. Did he make it inside the castle? I'm sorry. It's in God's hands now. No one else can help us. Anyway, thank you for risking your neck to warn us. Robard, take care of Henry. Make sure he gets something to eat and some rest.
Yes, sir.
And get all the people inside the gates. We have to prepare for the worst. Make all the necessary arrangements.
As you command, sir.
All right. Oh, that part was super tense the first time I did. That's only the second time I've done that. It's fucking terrifying. Ooh, discovered my bed. I do want that.
You've done well, lad. I'm sorry for your loss. You must be all done in. Why don't you go to the kitchen and have a good meal? Sorrow is easier to bear on a full stomach. I heard about your father.
Where's my bed here? Somewhere in here I have a bed. Reputation lost? Why? With who? I'm looking for this kitchen that I was promised with food. I can't remember where it is. Could have sworn it was easy to find last time. Maybe through here? Nope. Not up there. These are all the private bedrooms.
To eat something. My insides are shriveled up with the hunger.
Fuck, I can't remember where it is. I guess it's not here. Where else would it be? Is there an entrance down here? There is. Okay. There we go.
Ah, milady. You are fortunate our good lady Stephanie of Talmberg has graced us with her presence.
My lady, I'm honored.
So this is our brave young man. Welcome, lad. Bojana here will take care of you. No doubt you're tired and hungry.
I am.
Indeed. How could he not be, poor soul? After everything he's been through, he must be as hungry as a bear, aren't you, young master? Here you are, then. Eat your fill.
And a little wine to wash it down.
Thank you, my lady.
When you're done, you can go and rest with the grooms in the outer bailey.
No, that won't do, Sir Robard. After all he's been through, he deserves a proper bed. Let him sleep in a lodge in the courtyard.
Certainly, my lady.
Certainly.
Young
I
Henry here
accept.
is overwhelmed by your generosity.
Yes, yes, thank you, my lady. May God reward you for your kindness.
Eat up now. You're in capable hands, so I'll leave you to it. Good night.
Good night.
Good night, man.
When you've done, you can sleep in the bedchamber of the courtyard lodge. And don't forget to take off those filthy boots before getting into bed.
He says that, but I'm leaving those boots on. Because unequipping and re-equipping my boots just because he says so? Fuck that. You know what I'm saying? Mm-mm. Alright, we did it. Oh, shit, I'm real hungry. So first, let's go in here and let's try and repair whatever we can. Next up is sleep, man. I am very tired. So wait, where am I supposed to sleep? Courtyard Lodge and sleep there till morning.
Hey, who's there? Must have imagined it.
Today the patrols will be doubled. Keep your eyes peeled. If you see anything out of the ordinary, report it immediately.
I just am trying to trigger a sleep save, man. Come on.
Yes?
It is I, Henry. Forgive the intrusion. I didn't wake you, boy, did I?
My lady, no, not at all. But what brings you here at this hour?
I thought you could do with a little wine. It's just what you need to help you sleep.
This woman loves feeding me wine, which means I love her. She's my best friend.
You really shouldn't. You could have sent a sermon.
I was going to, but to tell you the truth, I couldn't sleep either. I thought of you while saying my prayers. How awful it must have been for you. I came to offer you solace, to let you know you're not alone.
Thank you. Thank you kindly.
You're welcome. Now, Henry, I know this is all very new and strange for you. But I want you to feel at home here. You're not to worry about anything except getting better. God knows you've been through a terrible ordeal. I know what it is to be left alone in the world. although your loss is much greater. But with God's help, the pain will ease in time. And it can help to talk about it, if you feel like it.
Time for dialogue.
You might be right, my lady. I'll tell you what happened. It was terrible and unexpected.
Something tells me Henry's
The
supposed to be
day started
visible right
just
now.
like any other. Father sent me into town on some errands. I went to the tavern to buy ale for Father. I know it's a job for a groom, but I didn't mind, because my girl Bianca worked there. I courted her a while and we agreed to meet in the evening, but our meeting was never to happen.
Oh dear boy.
When I'd done all the errands, I headed back home.
Oh, there I am.
I promised Father I'd help him with his work, and I was looking forward to it. He was forging a sword for Sir Radzig. Father and I always chat in the forge. On that particular day, I asked him if he'd teach me swordsmanship. He said no. He said it's better for a man to keep his head on his shoulders than lose it over some pointless heroism. If only you'd known what fate had in store for us.
Oh.
Sigismund's horde was already on the horizon, ready to attack the town. I saw smoke on the horizon from a village Sigismund pillaged on the way to our town, which was soon to meet the same fate.
God have mercy.
And then death descended on Skalitz. The gate to the castle was open.
I was gonna
Bells
stick
and
with
horns sounded
the
alarm,
speech
and the villagers ran
options.
to
I
the
want
castle
to train
take
my
cover.
speech as much as possible.
They were carrying the few possessions they could grab in haste, and I saw the terror in their eyes.
I can't even imagine how awful it must have been.
I ran to the castle like our neighbours to take cover, but I didn't make it. I had to find another way to save myself. The men on the battlements called down to me to flee to Talmberg and warn you. I was lucky I knew a concealed path around the castle. I wasn't safe yet. The Cumans were going from house to house below the castle, looting and then torching them. They encircled the castle, and it was clear they could spot me at any moment.
May God punish them.
Then I heard a scream. It was Teresa, the mill wench.
The mill
Caught
wench.
by a gang of Cuman savages.
That feels so harsh. She's a nice girl.
Sir Radzig's sword, and even though there were several of them and they were better armed, I
Maybe
had to
wench
try
has a
and
different
save them.
meaning.
I wanted there to be at least one person I'd helped. And I succeeded, even though it almost cost me my life. After that, I stole a horse from them and rode off.
Like a valiant knight.
I'll never forget the horror. It will haunt me for the rest of my life.
It's hilarious that they accidentally put you in the chair during that
Something
dialogue.
like that happen.
God
You're supposed to be
alone
on the
knows why
bed.
he lets such things happen.
You poor boy. I understand your grief, but God is not to blame for the ills of this world. That is the work of Satan and those who do his bidding. Those who are corrupted by greed, envy, and pride. You must not lose faith, whatever life brings. Fate has not been merciful to me, and my husband either. Although in comparison to the horrors you went through. I was young when I married my husband. It was my father's wish. Divish was a lot older than I, but a woman must bear her lot. Shortly after our marriage, before I even got a look at Talmberg, the castle was stormed and my husband was imprisoned.
Really?
My husband had some quarrel with Sir Havel Medek of Valdek, who decided to resolve it by force. He stormed the castle, burned down the village of Probislavitz, and killed many of our men, even the old chamberlain. He imprisoned my husband in the castle and put his own garrison there.
That's awful.
I was barely 18 years old, and all of a sudden, I was left alone with Sir Robert. We didn't know what to do. We went to Prague to appeal to the king, and sought help from Divish's friends, but all to no avail. We tried for years, but it seemed I was destined to be left alone and my husband to rot in jail in his own castle.
Years, you say?
7 years.
Wow.
That's how long it took before Havel was condemned as an enemy of the crown. And even then, he refused to surrender the castle and release my husband. In the end, I raised the money to pay a ransom, and only then, by the grace of Lord Jesus, did I finally
Praise be
lay
to
eyes
Jesus.
on my husband once more.
7 years. And was Havel punished for it?
Never. And after 7 years, my husband returned to me an infirm old man.
Sir Divish seems like a good, strong man.
Certainly, only he has many concerns. He had to rebuild Talmberg. After he was released, the king appointed him Burgrave of Prague Castle, and he was very busy. He had no time for me at all. But at least we were in the city, and there was something going on. And now, we're here.
My lady, you're still young and beautiful. Your best years are still ahead of you.
Would that were true, lad. Would it were true. But what am I doing bothering you with this? You have troubles enough of your own.
That howl's pretty smooth, guys. Pretty smooth.
I enjoyed our little talk, Henry. Good night, and God bless.
Good night, my lady.
Nothing like sleeping in chainmail and armored gauntlets. That's the life for me, friends. Oh shit. Oh shit. Our badass papa coming to us in our dreams.
Henry, wake up. You don't want to miss this.
What is it? What's happening?
Come to the battlements. One of our patrols reported a company heading here from Skalitz.
Energy 73, nourishment 79. Need a couple of those apples. Shit, my armor's fucked. Oh, actually, I should... Did the game save? I don't think it did. Anyways, we're just gonna do this. Just leave that. Supposed to go to the battlements. Oh, we can sleep and save. Nope, we can't.
You think
What's going on?
I don't know.
Maybe it's not him.
Then who is it? The scouts Divish sent to Skalitz to spy on Sigismund said he'd set up camp and was getting ready to storm the castle. And Sir Radzig is an experienced soldier. He'd surely hold the castle for quite some time. It doesn't make sense.
Or does
What
it?
else did the spies see?
Not much of anything. Before they could get close enough, this huge storm started. And you were right. Sigismund has a hell of a lot of soldiers, including all manner of mercenaries. An army like that costs a fortune. Well, anyway, we'll find out when they get here, won't we?
Aye, we will.
I'll be with you.
Halt! Who goes there? Lucifer and all his minions. Who else, Robert?
Sir Radzig, what a relief.
Is his lordship there with you?
Yes, sir, he is right here.
What are you doing up so late, Divish? At your age, you need a good night's sleep.
Well, Radzig, you didn't exactly pick the best time for an outing either. In a big hurry?
It was a bit of a scramble, all right. Believe it or not, this tempest is a godsend for me and my men. As my old granddad used to say, better a sore throat than a slit throat.
I'd say your grandfather was a wise man. Your messenger told us what happened.
Messenger?
The lad you sent to warn us.
He's alive? He made it to you?
He's here with me.
There I am.
He got away
It's
by
Henry.
the skin of his teeth, though. God, a brave young man. But tell me, friend, how on earth did you manage to get away?
Thank God for this tempest. When it began, Sigismund's Tatars crawled into their holes and left us storming the castle for more clement weather. We were able to sneak out right under their noses. But Lord be praised. We wouldn't have stood a chance against them.
Would you like to spend the night in Tomber?
No, no. When Sigismund finds the castle empty tomorrow, he might come looking for us. We'd only be exposing you to danger. Without me and my men, he has no call to attack you.
Well, what will you do then?
We'll march to Ratai. It's only a short way, and there we'll have a better chance of defense, and enough room for all of these people. If Sigismund should come, better bend your knee, Divish. There's no point dying in a battle that's futile.
You're right there.
Is that boy still with you?
I'm here, sir.
You have courage, lad. That I can't deny. I am sorry about what happened. Would you care to join us?
I'd like to, sir, but first I have to return to Skalitz.
Are you mad? What do you want there?
I can't leave my mother and father. I won't leave their corpses rotting in the street. I'll join you once I've taken care of them.
Don't even think of going back there, you donkey. Are you tired of living?
Sir!
Quiet! I'm sorry about your father, but getting killed as well won't help him. Divish, make sure that lad doesn't budge from Talmberg until things quieten down.
Not to worry, friend. Anyway, he's injured and needs to recover. I'll lock him up here as if he were Hovel of Balding.
I've seen you've grown a thick skin since your tribulation, sir. But thank you. We'll meet again when circumstances are more favorable. Farewell.
Farewell, friend, and good fortune. Give my regards to Sir Hanush.
I will. And good luck to you and your people, too. These are dark times.
Dark AF.
Move out!
Anywhere, people! Move out!
a good game, man. I like this game.
Men, tonight we'll have triple patrols. Sort out the watches between you as always. And if I catch anyone boozing, playing dice or slacking off, I'll personally break every bone in his body. I want you to keep a close eye on everything nearby. Sigismund will surely have sent spies, and likely men as well, to follow the Skalitz people now he knows they've fled. Keep your eyes peeled, and report everything to me at once. Understood?
What is it you need?
I could use an extra pair of eyes, and yours are keen. Will you keep watch of the battlements, my men?
Is that a request or an order?
I'd rather it was a request.
Of course not.
Splendid. Don't worry. I'll tell the men to relieve you later. I'll be with you.
Jesus Christ be praised.
Jesus Christ.
What do you think about how the Skalitz folk managed to flee the siege?
Thank the Lord. I thought it was Sigismund descending on us.
Seems everyone thought that.
Well, we were all expecting the worst. And the truth is, I'm still worried what will happen when Sigismund comes here. And come he will, of that I'm sure. I just hope we'll be as fortunate when we're face to face with that fucker. By the way, Henry, my condolences.
Thank you.
Wandering around like a stray sheep. Must be your first watch, eh? I don't think anything much will be happening today. You can just lean against the wall and wait till morning. I'll show you what's what.
I will. Thank you.
May the Lord watch over you.
Alright, friends. I will be right back. All right. Let's get back to it. We got ourselves a beer, got ourselves some water, got ourselves a mission to wait until morning.
Quick! Go! Go!
So imagine I'm standing here flossing. See how those compare. So that's worse. Drop it. Also worse, so we'll drop it. Alright, we gotta drop our decorated shirt. See if there's anything else we can break open. More chests. Nice. Very hard and hard. That won't do. There's the rob. Very hard and hard. Chests are too hard for us right now. Hard. I think we're heading the right way. Maybe not. We might have just done a circle. Oh no, we're heading the right way. Oh shit, this is literally where we started. So what else am I carrying that's weighing so much? I don't think I can read that yet. I want that decorated shirt. Maybe there's something else. There we go. All right, let's see what's up. Shit, we're so fucked. Seriously, pray for the sinners.
See how the self-appointed king wins the love and respect of his loyal subjects.
Indeed, Robard. Sigismund of Luxembourg has a rare talent for winning people over to his cause. We may be in for a surprise, though. I don't think he will set his heathen dogs on us today.
Greetings, Lord of Talmberg.
Greetings, sir.
That's the bastard who led the attack at Skalitz and killed my parents.
Don't be an idiot.
Henry is he's a real idiot.
I am Sir Markwart von Aulitz.
Markwart von Aulitz. Oh.
King of Hungary and Croatia, who has resolved to strike against those who disrupt concord in the land and to restore order in the name of his brother, King Wenceslaus IV.
Restore order by burning and pillaging the king's estates.
Greetings, Sir Markwart. The efforts of the king's brother to bring order to this chaotic land are undoubtedly noted.
Undoubtedly.
It seems to me, though, that he and his army have somewhat strayed. As Burgrave of Prague Castle, I am entirely beholden to the king. And here in Talmberg, divine peace reigned until your arrival. To what then do we owe the honor of your visit?
Yesterday, His Majesty took action against the enemy of the kingdom, the Ratzik Kobila, who has been using the silver from the Skalitz mine to fund insurrection against the crown.
Ooh.
Unfortunately, the insurgent escaped. Would you happen to know, noble sir, where he might be at this time?
As far as I know, the Sir Radzik of which you speak is the king's hetman at Skalitz. I find it hard to imagine that he would rebel against our king. Nevertheless, I can assure you that Sir Radzik is not at Talmberg. He would be a fool indeed to flee from one castle, where he has little chance of defense, to another, where he has even less. Or do you take the view that my humble manner is any obstacle to your army?
Am I to inform the king then that Sir Ratzik Kobila is not at Talmberg and that he has your loyalty?
Sir Radzik Kobila is not here, and I have no intentions of getting embroiled in affairs from which I have nothing to gain.
Very well, sir.
Sir Divish is also a badass. There's a lot of badass characters in this game. It's great. I love it. As well as Mokvat vun Ontz, whatever his name is. He's
Those who
pretty
have clean
badass.
consciences and goodwill may find themselves well disposed even at moments like this, when there is little cause for joy. Farewell, sir.
Auf Wiedersehen.
Auf Wiedersehen. Oh. Ooh. Sanitäter. Ooh. Pretty certain this red-headed fuck is Sigismund himself, but it's kind of hard to tell. I think the red hair is like the staple, though. And I actually didn't pick that up the first time that I played this. Didn't realize that was him, but now I think I get it.
Get on with you, Robard.
I gotta give it to like these kings who had to actually like roll out in person in full army to like the sites of their battle to lead their people and stuff. It's pretty fucking wild. Even though they're like armored in the best armor possible and they're obviously not fighting at the front lines, it's pretty wild that they even participated this actively in war and combat. Ooh, Sanitäter.
Hey.
Ooh, Sanitäter. Ooh, Sanitäter. Sanitäter. We're gonna eat from this pot.
God be with you.
So, Robard, I need to get to Skalitz.
What would you do there, lad? Sigismund might have left. The place will be swamped with robber barons, brigands, deserters, and other vermin. And anyway, your lord commanded you to stay here.
So, Robard, my parents died there. I can't leave them to be eaten by dogs. What would you do in my place?
Sorry, lad, but I won't take order.
Why did Sigismund burn?
That's war for you, lad. Certain lords have resolved to take things into their own hands and eliminate anyone who doesn't share their view. Unfortunately, Sir Radzik is one of those. And what's more, he was sitting on a pile of silver that could help King Wenceslaus's allies.
What happened in Kuttenberg?
Gutenberg? Well, I'm just a simple soldier, but the good Lord gave me ears, and I've heard some things from Sir Divish and from those who fled from Sigismund's village.
Were there many?
Indeed, but it was the Kuttenberg mercenaries who came to see me, because I knew them from before.
I see.
Listen, lad. These are all games of the high aristocracy. In Prague, a cabal of nobles rebelled against King Wenceslas, wealthy aristocrats who took against our king for reasons of their own. There's no doubt Sigismund had his fingers in the whole affair. Him and Wenceslas's cousin, Joms. And that cabal helped him abduct the king.
So then why did Sigismund attack Kuttenberg?
Why do you think?
Because the lords there could have risen against him with their armies and stopped his conquest of the Bohemian territories?
That's part of it. King Charles, may God grant him eternal glory, built Prague into a proper royal city, while King Wenceslas took a liking to Kuttenberg. After Prague, it's the most important city in Bohemia, in the entire Holy Roman Empire. He who commands the Kuttenberg silver is king.
So Kuttenberg sided with Wenceslas because he favored it?
Now you're starting to understand. When Sigismund imprisoned Wenceslas and took control of Prague, the people of Kuttenberg began to raise an army against him. So with the attack on Kuttenberg, Sigismund killed 2 birds with 1 stone. He defeated Wenceslas's most powerful allies before they could stand against him, and also gained immense...
It's interesting. I love the historical accuracy of this game. I just think this is so
Where
interesting.
did these humans come from anyway?
It's been so much fun learning about the world in this
Only
time.
what the Chamberlain said, that they came to Hungary from the east and settled there. They're godless barbarians and merciless fighters. The nobles used to say the Hungarian king shouldn't enlist them, because they dishonor our rules of warfare. But when there's power and money to be had, it seems that honor isn't worth my skin.
Humans are a bunch of nasty
Believe me,
fuckers.
It's always about power.
Let's see if I can sleep and save. Ooh, let's try reading the book we've got. Shit. Need that reading skill. I don't think I can sleep and save yet, which is a fucking pain in the ass, but it's what it is.
Good health to you.
Do you know where I can...
I'll try the kitchen. The cook sometimes sells us surplus food. Otherwise, I don't know.
What do you think about...
It's a hell of a thing. Skalitz Castle is well fortified. I'm sorry.
So am I.
Thank God.
Thank you.
I reckon that Sir Radzig must be a good...
Not really. That was a tense moment.
Sir Divish handled it masterfully. This is a strong castle.
Who are they?
You mean the Cumans? No one knows much about
Not just looking.
Good luck to you.
So we'll go see if we can trade with the cook.
God be with.
Does not have a lot. I'm probably gonna need that cheese.
Good day to you.
I need to get out of here.
Says who? I've never seen you before in my life. That's...
I'm wearing your colours, but I'm just a messenger. Sir Robard sent me to Rattay with important tidings.
Oh, alright, alright. Take care now.
Easy peasy, lemon, a squeezy.
Yeah.
A lot of guards around. I wonder if I can stay at the inn right now. Let's see.
Bugger off.
Maybe I can't. I don't see the innkeeper anywhere. Just be nice to save, you know?
Yeah.
You'll have to wait for me here, friend. Better to keep going on my own. Looks like they've already gone.
This is Ravna. I do have on my headgear, head armor on.
Who's there? What are you doing here? Tired of life, are you? I'll wipe my arse with you.
I literally can't carry anything else. I'm super maxed out. All I really want off these people, if I can get it, is groschen. I don't think any of them are going to have any money. Ooh, there's a whole groschen. Yo. That's perfect.
Sweet Jesus. Is the charcoal burning?
It's pretty fucked, man. So I wonder if I can use stealth on this guy up ahead.
Hey!
Well, I can't use stealth on that guy.
Why did anyone do this? What did these poor souls ever do to them?
They didn't do anything, man. Can't trust these fuckers. Bad people out there. Gosh, nice. Every groschen counts, man. It's like... I'm gonna try and sneak up on this guy.
Well, I never. The pig turned up willingly for the slaughter. Bunda! Follow!
Whew. You bitch. He's got nothing I want. My stamina is not good, eh? I was putting in like 2 attacks and then my stamina would be depleted. Do I have other strength? I do. I think I might need that blocking. But I don't know how long. I'm going to try and avoid it because I don't want to use it. I probably won't use a shield forever. I guess I probably will be using a shield a lot early on. Fortunately, these guys are very easy to fight, but I also have no tools for dealing with them. Let's try and sneak up on this guy. If we can get our stealth up, we'll do it.
Well now, look what's come pouring out from under some rock.
Come on.
Here! Come on, shit!
Let's see how the padded black compares to what I have. It's worse. So we'll drop that. And then what else did I grab off of him? I don't remember. A little overburdened by it. Keep that if I can. Oh, I should drop this. I don't need that anymore. Right. Ooh, a groschen. Ooh, piece of candy.
Bailiff. He didn't run like me. A guy with a sword in his hand. You stood by his side when he did this to you. In the end, you were a hero. You didn't run away. You didn't abandon like me.
Well, here's Skalitz, friends. Look at this. It's wild.
No. Why? Just wait a moment. I'll take care of my parents, and then I'll come back for you. I won't leave you like this.
We're gonna wear Bianca's ring this playthrough. As a reminder. There they are.
Why did you do it to me, Father? Why? Why did you leave me? Forgive me. Forgive me for everything. Next time I won't run. I'll never run away again. I'll find the one who did this to you. I remember his face. I'll find him. first, I have to find a shovel and take care of you. I remember you told me you wanted to lie beside Mother. Here. Under the linden tree. At least I can do that much for you.
Get away, you mutt! Get away, you beast!
What's going on? Bishop? What in God's name are you doing?
I knocked that fuck
What do you
out.
think I'm doing? Digging turnips? The beast just went for me.
Isn't that Mutt the butcher's? Mutt. Isn't that body the butcher's?
Yeah, that's him. What's that got to do with anything?
I'd say the poor creature is standing guard over his master. You weren't trying to get to him, were you?
What do you care what I'm doing here? What are you doing here?
I asked what you're doing here. How about you give me an answer?
If I want to confess, I'll go to the priest. Go away and leave me in peace.
I've interrupted you robbing the dead. Is that why you're so ill-tempered? You bastard. Haven't you got a shred of honor?
And what of it? The butcher has no more need of coin. And now that I think of it, your sword would do me quite nicely as well. Will you hand it over without a fuss, or do you want to end up like the butcher here?
The only way you'll touch this sword is when I shove it in your guts.
So that's the way of it?
He's fast.
Easy there, boy. You know me. The good master won't be needing this now.
Alright. Time to go look after my parents. Anyway, this guy. I thought this guy in a suit of armor, and I was like, ooh, give me the armor. Jeez, dude. Were there even this many people here when it started? Like, there's people everywhere.
You're gonna like it.
What a good boy. boy's tank, man. Look at those muscles. Damn.
So, let's get to it. Damn it all. How am I going to do this?
Do you need some help? Is that him?
Yes. Can't you see the sword?
Who are you? What do you want?
Zbyszek? Who do you think we are?
Zbyszek's such a dick.
Franciscan brothers?
Not like we really treated him that well.
We're here to rob you of everything you've got. Especially that fine blade that's of no use to a peasant like you anyway.
Banish the thought. It is my father's sword.
You mean him? I don't think he's going to be needed. Listen here, boy. You hand over that sword, I might just let you go. If not, you're in for a family reunion you really don't.
Alright, guys, we're gonna win this. Let's fucking go.
Aye. Cut the bastard down. As you like. Could have just cost you a few teeth. Ah!
It's a huge club, man. We can beat him, though. It's gonna be easy. Oh, shit. Alright. Shit.
I told you how it would end. You should have listened to me.
We tried our best. We went in there with a lot of passion. A lot of courage.
It's new, isn't it? Now, for the maiden bloodletting. Surely your father never would have imagined it would be your blood. I believe there's a word for such moments. The old man would certainly know. But I'm just a common killer. Did you help make it? No doubt you did. Such miserable luck. To die by the sword you helped forge.
Hey, go fuckers! The games are over.
Therese is a badass, man. That's why we saved her earlier. So many badass characters in this game. It's incredible. And that, my friends, is the intro to Kingdom Come Deliverance. Matthew Wolfe fucking kills it as Henry's father. Welcome to Ratai. Jeez, I forgot about this. No.
Do you need some help?
Work to be done.
Damn, man, what a game. The Dirty Kingdom Hardstyle. Let's fucking go. We're just getting started.